Today we're gonna share 5 amazing Feyd tips and tricks that you can use to rank up. Let's go. Yo guys, how's everyone doing? This is your guy Assassin Dave. Welcome back to the advanced technique featuring Feyd. This Feyd got a new skin, Mushroom. So we thought it was a good time to talk about some incredible tips that you can use to rank up. And all these tips come from the best of the best players from global server. Actually, from mainland China, aka the global server. With that being said, let's talk about the first tip, the invisible dash. What do I mean by that, guys? It's actually very, very simple. Let me show you. So, a lot of you guys know that, Feyd skill 1 is a dash skill, but did you know this bush right here, you can dash into it as Feyd without getting hit by the tower. Most characters, if you walk in, you will get hit by the tower, right? But not Feyd. Feyd skill 1 make you invisible to dash into the tower like that. And the same trick works for this bush, right? All you have to do is get closer to this wall, and if I dash across, you can see that the invisible sign where enemy team cannot see me is always visible. Same thing on the other side. If I dash towards it, you can see there's the eye is always here. And then when I want to dash back, I just have to get closer to this wall and use skill 1. I'll always be invisible, aka the invisible dash. Now the next tip is skill 2 life hack. Now there are 2 elements about this I want to talk about. Number 1 is how to save skill 2. We all know that for Feyd, you have like 4 stacks of skill 2 at maximum. Then if you run out of this skills, you literally cannot dash anymore, and that puts you in a dangerous position. So how do you save skill 2, especially when you're farming, right? Because we know that you want to get about like 3 to 4 stacks before you walk to a team fight, right? 3 stacks is optimal, or at least 2. So how do you save it while you're farming? Actually, it's quite simple. If you notice, when you get closer to a wall like this, on this side, there is a low point where you can literally stand on the outside of the wall or the edge of the wall. If you stand over here and use skill 1 like this, you actually dash over the wall, and so you can hit the blue buff like that. Now that's one thing, right? And mostly it only works on this side. It doesn't work on the other side. Now what do I mean by that, right? If you come over here, you can see that I can't stand on the edge of the wall. There's a big chunk of the wall on the right side of me where I cannot stand on. And with that being said, if I use skill 1, I would just never be able to dash over. Whereas the other wall, for sure, you can dash over. All you have to do is get to the edge of it and use skill 1, and you will for sure dash over to the blue buff directly. Now another thing about this trick is the skill 2 also allows you to go invis. Check this out. If I stand on a wall that's adjacent to a bush, sometimes this wall has a low point and a high point. If you look at this wall right here, this wall has a lower point and a higher point. If you stand on a lower point close to the bush, you will be invisible, as shown on screen right now. I have the invisible eye. Now, the other side of the wall also have the same thing. Look, if I stand closer to the low point of the wall, which is the lowest point, you see, there's a little dent over there. If I stand on this dent, I will be invisible as well. And on top of it, if I connect this 2 low point of the wall, when I dash, I'll also become invisible. Check this out, right? So if I drag my skill 2, I can drag on a lot of area of this wall, but if I drag towards a low point of this wall, when I dash, the entire dash duration will also be invisible. And that's very, very cool, right? And it takes some time to get used to. If I dash to this side, it's the exact same thing. And this is very, very useful when you try to gank mid lane and you just stand on this wall. Let's say enemy team saw you're standing here, right? But you can get over here and then quickly go to the low point of this wall. And all of a sudden you're on this side. Enemy team have no idea. They still thought that you're standing on the bottom side of the wall. Before we continue on the program, guys, for a limited time, get 20% extra token now by using the link in description or scan the QR code on the screen. You can purchase a monthly pass for as cheap as $2, and you'll be supporting me at the same time. So what you waiting for, guys? That's 20% extra tokens with the link in description or scan the QR code right now. All right, guys, the next tip is called skill distance extension. How does it work? Your skill 1 and skill 3 is actually fairly short, right? You notice that if I use my skill 2 and I use my skill 3 right here, it's really, really short. Skill 1 is really, really short. So if I'm sitting on the beginning of the tree, like that's the mark, and I will use a skill 1 onto this dummy, you notice that the skill will never reach, right? But you actually extend the skill when you're on the wall. How you do it is you use your skill 1 45 degrees towards the outside of the wall. If you do like this, somehow the calculation works where you're dashing on the wall. So you actually extend your skill distance, right? Check this out. If I just do it like a little bit further, it will extend it. But if I do it like 45 degrees, it will actually extend even further where I just keep on going until I touch the dummy. The same thing works for skill 3, right? If I do it like outside normally, let's see I'm outside of range right now. Use skill 3, I will never touch, right? But let's say I'm never gonna touch. If I use it towards the wall, see like now, I can touch the dummy with my skill 3, right? So when you're closer to the wall like that and you're fighting, you try to chase somebody, it's always good to drag your skill towards the opposite direction just to make sure your skill touches the enemy. This way you can get better hit rate. Alright guys, the next tip is called double enhanced auto. If you read Feyd's skill right here, if you read skill 1, every time you use skill 1, in a short period amount of time, it gives you 80% attack speed and enhance your next 2 basic attack. Right, this basic attack will deal extra damage and recover HP for you. So with that being said, you always want to have like as many enhanced auto as possible. Now, how does it work? If you use your skill 1 right here, all you have to do, you can see like the cooldown of the skill 1 and the rundown of the enhanced auto is actually similar. So all you have to do is use your skill 1 and let the cooldown run out, right? And you still have your enhanced auto and wait for that cooldown to run out, and then you're gonna use your skill 1 again. This way you get 4 enhanced auto. This is extremely good when you're farming jungle towards early to mid game, right? This gives you so much more actual enhanced auto, which allows you to clear jungle so much faster, especially for the first jungle clear, right? So right now I walk towards the monkey and I immediately my skill 1 come back again, I can use it again. 2 enhanced auto, 2 enhanced auto. So it's skill 1, wait a little bit when the cooldown to run out, and when about to run down, 2 auto attack, skill 1, 2 auto attack. That's your double enhanced auto. All right, the last very important tip for Feyd is called geometry. You have to be good at math. It's very, very simple. Right here, if somebody's standing in the mid lane, it's almost impossible for me to touch him, right? The skill 1 won't reach. There's no way for me to extend the skill, right? For example, if I use my ultimate, it still won't reach. But did you know that you can use your skill 1, skill 3 in the mid-air like that, right? See, like it's basically geometry. You have to find the midpoint or the point perpendicular to the enemy, the closest. And while you get to the point, you just dash like that. The same thing that works for skill 3, right? Like if you dash and I use skill 3 in the middle, you can see all of a sudden skill 3 touches the wall, and I can use the other part, the second part, to kill the target. So it's very, very important that you find, while you're standing on the wall and your skill can reach, you find a sweet spot like that and connect the midpoint, use the midpoint of the skill 2 to connect your skill 1 and skill 3. So this way you can like kill targets. And this is what makes Feyd so fun, right? Because you can go around and show off your geometry. You're good at math. Now, one last tip that I want to show you regarding the skill 2 is your ultimate, right? Your ultimate, there's a combo regarding Feyd. Well, let me get this guy really low so I can show you. So for example, right here, Nakoru is fairly low, right? He's actually within the kill range for my ultimate. If I use my ult right now, you can show a mark on him, I can kill him. But it's really dangerous for me to go around to go behind this wall and kill them and dash forward like that. So what you can do is sometime, let me show you first, demonstrate how it works, right? Your ultimate is actually your range. Notice like one walking behind, but somehow the ultimate will touch, right? Because it's a range. You will actually activate on the target behind me. With that being said, you can quickly dash like this and use your ult reverse and use the second part to kill the enemy jungler, right? Or enemy target, whoever it is. Just remember, your ultimate has a huge hitbox, right? You see right now, it touches the lizard, even though the lizard is behind me, right? I can quickly demonstrate one more time if I just spawn the monster, right? I can get this target really low right here. Boom, boom, right? And then if I stand on the wall right here like that, and then just quickly do this, I walk away, I can steal the enemy jungle. So the same thing work on a blue buff. For enemy team try to do it, right? You can come over here and quickly do your ult reverse. This way you can have your passive on it and execute it when slow. All right, guys, for today's gameplay, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna watch the global number 3 Feyd, okay? To see how he farms, how he actually gank or positions a team fight. Starting off, he used a double enhanced auto, right? Stack enhanced auto, wait for a skill 1 to come off cooldown, and did enhanced auto again. This way he can farm jungle faster. A standard practice that we mentioned in the tutorial, something that you wanna do in your own gameplay as well. So we're gonna farm the blue side. I think the reason, by the way, there are some characters on the map that you might not notice, you might not know who they are. Don't worry about it, right? We most wanna learn how this guy maneuver his mechanic, position his team fight. Obviously, sometimes it's also very important to know what enemy does, so you can strategize how to go in, right? Starting out, we see the enemy, we see the Feyd clear his own jungle, and then come to mid, the standard jungle clear rotation that we also featured in our tutorial video. So make sure to check out that video in the tutorial playlist, you know, how to clear a jungle, the jungle rotation. He did a jungle clear, he did a mid lane, and he come to the red side to do another jungle clear. Over here, it's gonna be a little bit difficult for him, because enemy team does have the support, Yu Huan, helping the Ying to clear. So they were able to clear faster. Noticing that Feyd was doing his mid lane, doing the mid lane wave. So Feyd got level 4 ahead of Feyd, which actually delayed his farm quite a bit. Let's see what Feyd decided to do here. He doesn't have any more damage. He decided to go back to farm, letting go of that red, right? Early on though, you also notice when they're invading, the Feyd was actually standing on the wall to keep his distance. Even though this put him himself like in a where he doesn't do enough damage, but surviving is more important than dying, right? Knowing that enemy team has like 2 people invading. By the way, this is like the highest level peak tournament in the Chinese mainland server, so it's quality. That when this guy take out Feyd in this type of games, he's confident, right? By the way, I love this mage. I remember like this is one of my most cute and fun mage to play when I was playing pro in China. That's quite long ago. So quickly come over here, use the dash, the saving technique to save a dash. And this is actually really cool, by the way. He pulled the buff and towards the left side, so his ultimate leveraging the range to touch a lizard so he can clear the jungle a little bit faster. This type of details really sets apart, a global 1 jungler, I would say, compared to like people who are not global 1, Feyd, right? So I love the detail. That's something that you can do as well. I don't think we covered in our tutorial. So pull the blue buff towards the very edge, and this way you can use your ultimate and touch everything. Love that for sure. And now the red buff comes out. Quickly use 2 skill 2, dash towards the red. Beautiful as well. And then just to farm it. And just in case the enemy invaded again, he pulled the red into a bush. And then I think he's gonna save smite because he noticed that team fight is gonna happen. So save the smite for the slow, and the slow is gonna pay dividend. Okay, slow. A lot of times like, you think smite doesn't matter. No, if you have the smite ready in a team fight, it just gives you so much more. The slow is gonna just help you kill a lot faster. Okay, so let's see this rotation right here. After bottom side, noticing that he didn't rush, noticing that he can't really do anything on the bottom side, he decided to quickly come to the mid lane and then clear this wave. I noticed this about all the top jungler, doesn't matter which character they play, is they heavily prioritize farm. They generally, before the first 4 minutes, they clear the jungle for about 2 to 3 full rotations, right? Clear top, depending if you start the blue side, clear the blue side, come to the mid lane, clear the red side, and then come to the side lane, or the other way around. And then you do that rotation over and over again for about 2 to 3 times before they even consider going to the Tyrant or the Overlord, right? Notice that Ying is a little bit stronger than him early on, especially, Ying's level 8, he's only level 7. So Feyd decided to take a step back and wait for the minion wave to crash with the tower before you do anything here. So you see the Ying is, wherever smart to try to bait Feyd, try to, clear the jungle, or at least animation forward, leveraging the time to do some damage. Look, Ying's enhanced auto does so much damage. We're gonna do a tutorial on Ying as well. What do y'all think, guys? Should I do a tutorial on Ying? Should I not? Let me know. Okay, here's another tip that you notice he used ultimate to clear the minion wave. And he will also use ultimate pretty frequently to clear the jungle camps. And we're gonna show that once he does it, right? The reason for that is once you have, especially when you have blue buff, it's really, really easy. Like the cooldown is really short. So you wanna use your ultimate to clear. It just makes you clear that much faster. Obviously, if it's already low, you don't wanna do it. So let's see. He's not even taking blue anymore. Just stay in the mid lane. Notice the enemy team like to invade. Most stay on the side here. Not using ultimate. Let's see if you want to use it here. Ult, reverse direction, use the ult, right, to execute. Very, very detailed. And that's something I want to feature as well. Notice that he didn't use ult to go forward. He uses dash forward, knock up, or ult backwards, right? He mostly used the ult backwards. And then if we see it like for a few more times, that become a trend. And this is very good because your ult distance is really short, but if you dash backwards, give you a little bit more survivability while applying the passive. Because I think the ult is mostly used for applying the passive. And that's something that this guy executed flawlessly. Again, come to the mid lane, continue to catch up farm, use a skill 2 to extend the auto attack. By the way, you can auto attack while you're dashing, right? As Feyd. And that's what makes this character so fun to play. So he absolutely did that, use that, and okay, use the ultimate again to execute the Tyrant, as well as a small spike tail, right? Along with the Tyrant. So just maximizing the ultimate radius, effective radius, right? While he's using ult. So very smart. Dash over the wall, stack 1 enhanced auto. When the cooldown about to run out, do 2 enhanced auto, skill 1, 2 enhanced auto again to quickly clear jungle. Because Feyd jungle clear is pretty slow. So this way he's able to clear just slightly faster. Notice how he's like not using skill 2 just yet. Waiting, maximizing the skill, maximizing the damage, well, saving it. Now he has 3 skill 2 ready. Let's see what he does. Nuwa is coming bottom lane. He's gonna try to get away here real quick. By the way, that tiny wall right there looks like a connected wall, but it really isn't. So you have to get used to it and then use double dash to just for that wall, which is kind of annoying. Again, this is probably the highest level peak tournament in mainland China. So everybody's really good, right? Arlie, noticing the Feyd came in, set up a return point in the back with ultimate or skill 1. I think it was skill 1, so able to get away there. All right, let's see how he decided to execute this team fight. Nuwa provided vision, so they know Feyd is in that bush. Nobody's coming in. But this Yuan Ge, a little bit interesting what he did there. Okay, let's see. So just trying to do damage as much as he can. Let's take a look. Jump onto the wall. All right. Arlie is going to chase. Oh, decided to go for Nuwa first. Okay. Dash off the wall. All right. You got to push off the wall. And waiting for Arlie to use the umbrella. All right. Just very, very patient. A lot of the time, most of the time, he's sitting on the wall, I would say, right? And just waiting for the right opportunity. He's not the team fight initiator. If you don't have someone who initiates team fights like Mei In, you're kind of screwed. Let's put it that way. All right. Let's see how he execute the bottom side team fight here. Okay. Bottom lane is fighting. He noticed. Quickly use his skill 2, dash over. The ultimate did miss, sadly. Okay, walk closer to the circle, inner circle to dodge Yuhuan's stun. So detailed footwork, I will say, right? Amazing. And then keep immediately after that, go back to farm and leverage a skill 2 to keep on fighting. He's standing on the wall. Oh, this is the geometry, but I don't think he's gonna get the kill. But it's going for Yuhuan though. So he's trying to use geometry, you know, dash, ult, but sadly he's taking way too much damage from enemy carry as well as the tower shots. They clear jungle pretty fast. Let's see what he decided to do. Skill 1, back out, save skill, enhance auto. Wait for the right moment. Wait for the skill to run out. Okay, let's see if you want to jump in here. He is looking for it. Okay, Yuhuan. All right, jumped in onto the enemy in instead, right? Waiting for Mei In. Mei In is for sure doing most of the damage. The thing about Feyd is like, until you get super late game, you have to wait for your teammate to do a lot of work to carry you, right? You are literally like a heavyweight player until your teammates start helping you. Oh, he noticed that. Okay, already used skill 1 already. He's gonna go inside. Like, oh, dash. Oh, dead. Oh, already did not know he was hiding here. Patience pays off, right? He was waiting in the bush, and already because he know bottom lane has a wave, so just waiting for the enemy team to come in. And now that successfully distracted the enemy Arlie, and they also killed Yuan Ge on top of it. So does that mean a Tyrant? Let's see. Not getting stunned. Let's see, Mei In goes in. They're kind of low. Let's see, jump on the wall first. Enhance auto. Not rushing anything. Oh, he tried to go in, but nice push from enemy mid lane, right? To save the marksman there. So really, really good for Nuwa. That's why Nuwa is so fun. I love the character. All right, let's take a look at the high ground push. The minion waves in. He fly onto the wall. Now using melee, mostly using ranged. I like that. And now fly to the little safe area on the top side of the wall to zone enemy away. So you can throw, because right now he's kind of fully decked out. So try to create a room from enemy defense, right? Especially enemy has a mage. So it doesn't have skill 2 anymore, jump off the wall and quickly come to the blue. Let's see if you want to come in. All right, guys, let's see how we execute this team fight here, okay? On the bottom side, now after he clears the entire jungle, see the minimap, everything is kind of cleared out. He jumped on the wall, threw out attack, he avoided getting stunned, immediately used skill 1 to dash off the wall, and then going back onto the wall to all attack the tower. So here, again, use wall auto attack to stay far away, and now really finally used ultimate, touch in, and executed the kill, right? Oh, Yin was really low. And also Yin doesn't build tanky, so that was fairly easy kill there. Oh, somebody wasn't paying attention to Nuwa. Let's see, dash in, throw ult, and all attack. Okay, don't get pushed. And obviously Yuhuan is here. Let's see, throw another all attack. Got pushed off the wall here by Nuwa's skill 2. Something they can do. Beautiful. Again, stay under the tower, enhance auto. Yuan Ge doesn't have skill anymore, so he's dead. Yuan Ge is a puppet master. He controls a puppet. Really neat characters. I love him. When there's nothing going on, I noticed Feyd just decided to split push. And then you see like right now they're pinging bottom side. So Feyd decided to be the person who goes split push. After mid wave, not even, just get a minion, get as much farm you can, and now quickly fly to the bottom wave. All right, guys, let's see how they execute the base race, right? The base fight here. Because Feyd doesn't really have a lot of wall to dash onto except for the base. In the base, so first side wall, enhance auto. All right, maintain distance, use the extension range to get out of there. Oof, that damage seems scary. Feyd is already low, have your lifesteal with enhance auto in a bush, in jungle. Let's see one more time. Okay, enhance auto. Wait, all right, now he's almost back to full HP. Let's see. His team is getting pushed away. Use skill 2, wall hop, all attack. Skill 3, go in. That might be risky. Wasn't able to get a kill here. Dash away, taking way too much damage. Knowing that you wanted to support though, it's fine. All right, boss Sage Sanctuary almost instantaneously. So sold it for Destiny here, but it doesn't matter. That's the game. So most of the game here from this Global 1 Feyd is just farm, I would say, right? So a lot of farm, patience, farm. So just because he can do flashy moves, when he ganks, mostly it's used all backwards. So he will use geometry to get himself in a favorable position, backwards ult, backwards skill 1, or maybe like forward skill 1, or side skill 1 to get onto them, backwards ult, and immediately execute. Really good. Patience pays off. Even though early game, remember, Feyd got invaded. For most of the players at this point, if you got invaded, you're 1v3 in your jungle, you will already be tilted, but not this Global 1. On top of the fact they were playing literally peak tournament. That means everybody's solo queue, right? So there's no one really you can rely on. Let's take a look, right? Enhance auto. So I like the farming strategy. I like the patience coming out. And I noticed from a trend from all the top players, guys. What do y'all think about this Feyd? What do y'all think about Global #1 Feyd? Leave a comment down below and let me know. With that being said, if you enjoyed this video, remember to use the 20% code link in description or the QR code on the screen right now to get your at 20% extra tokens. So this way, you can claim all the greatest, the baddest skin and collect them in honor of kings. And you will support Foreign Famous family as well. With that being said, it's Sunday signing off, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.